Hi, so here's my daily summary. I finally managed to clean up the that.ui issue. So if we now check, we have three sections in the to-dos. So we have all the main screens, we have components and styling, and we have all these issues that are related to the cleanup of the repo itself and of all the other issues. So if we check the screens, in every screen, I put all the issues that were related to that from our main that.ui issue. So before we had like some issues that were basically related to certain screens, so I moved them over. So that's one thing. A lot of them were basically for the plan, most of it. So this one now got bigger. These images are broken because of this moving the designs from dat.ui to the dat.assets. So I have to also for each of the issue update. But because I was now working directly on this plan issue, I didn't bother so much updating also the broken links. So I'll do this when I get there. So just that we know from why this problem is here. For components and styling, we have three or four main things. One is this style system for theming. One is a list with all the components. So components that will be used on these screens of the app. So because some components are repeating, of course, we have the list of all of them. I don't believe these are all, so I will now continue working on this and updating the list. But the list is here. So this is the issue where we will list all of them. Then we have organization for component repositories. So this is this dat.org. So these are now all the components that exist. So I will check and update the list. And then we have this dat.ui, which will become like a style guide repo. So in the future, we said we will basically just require dat.ui, and then we will get all the components that are basically dat.ui components inside of this one main dat.ui style guide. So we said we will implement all the components, require them inside of this repo, but yeah, this is not done yet, but the repo is here and the link. And we said that we want to have a specification for the current version of the UI, also linked here in the main issue. So this is basically the current UI. We have to double check if this is the current version, but I think this is the latest. And if we do some improvements, we have to of course update this and just update the link. So for the cleanup, I did the cleanup of the issues, and now cleanup of this issue, but now I have to move and clean up also the other issues. So these other issues are basically issues for each of the components that are supposed to be listed here and where the repos are all in the dat.org. So this is the next step. And yeah, the preview of the app is also linked here. And this is basically the web app repo and this template. We have to see what Fiona did this because it should be just a template for making components, but it has some additional commits. So we have to figure out what this exactly means. And yeah, this is what I did yesterday. So I'll just continue with, I guess, this, and also while going through these issues, updating the list and linking things from list to the right repository. Okay, see you next time.